combating holiday fatigue. It is not your imagination that you feel more run down this time of year. It's not. You're not imagining anything, and it's not just you. But this is not a place where misery should love company. Let's get out of this cycle of holiday fatigue. Today, I'm going to tell you 5 easy ways for you to beat the cycle so that you can feel better, not get sick. When you're fatigued, your immune system has to fight harder to keep away from things like colds, flu, COVID, that sort of thing. So let's keep our immune systems tip-top condition, battle this fatigue, and come out with a smile on our face, feeling bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. What do you think? All right, so I'm going to give you my 5 steps to battling and combating and winning the battle against holiday fatigue. But first, check and see if you're a subscriber, and if not, click that subscribe button and the little bell so you'll get notifications when we drop videos just like this to help you live a happier, more successful life.
GILD Coaching, more success, less stress.
Holiday fatigue is no joke. There's so many things to do this time of year on top of what we're doing normally. And that's why it gets so tiring, is because we're adding all of these things, shopping lists and food prep and time off from work, and the work doesn't stop coming. So it piles up and you have more to do there. It's just this wicked cycle that leaves us usually feeling pretty run down. But not you, not this year. You're going to be able to do this. All right. You've just come out of a busy Thanksgiving holiday if you're here in the United States like I am, and we're going to get you through the rest of the holiday season with your energy intact. So get ready to take some notes, because I'm going to give you these 5 steps that are going to help you win the battle with holiday fatigue once and for all. Number 1, you have to recognize how your body adjusts to the change of season. I know for me, I have seasonal allergies, so I have to make sure that I'm already set up to win the fight against those, right? Vitamins, allergy medicine, whatever you need for your body, make sure that you are prepared for the changing seasons. Just like my mom used to say, Christmas is on the same day every year. I don't know why everybody does their shopping the day before. You know, why save it for the last minute? Don't save it for the last minute to prepare for the next season. Think about it right now. What do you need for the next 2 months? Get your supplies in order. Also, recognize that a lot of people suffer from seasonal affective disorder, SADS. And if you do, okay, I'm sorry that you do, but there are things that you can do to prepare yourself for that and to combat that. Lots of places, I don't recommend that you go into a tanning bed because that has other ramifications to it. But some tanning bed salons have red light beds, and red light is actually very, very good to rejuvenate your body. So things like that can help combat SADS. You can also get sunlight lamps for your house. A lot of different areas, you know, the sun's setting earlier in the evening, the days are shorter, we have less sunlight. You can actually get sun lamps. I have one lamp that you flip it out, it's blue sunlight, and then you can flip it over in the evening and it turns to an amber glow to help your melatonin production. You know, get things like that around you so that you can feed your body what it needs. If the sun's not giving you the light that you need, bring the sunlight to yourself. So that's number 1, understand how you handle the change of seasons and be prepared for it. Number 2, a lot of people sacrifice the most important part of self-care for all of this busyness, and that is sleep. So make sure that your sleep hygiene routine, that means that you are preparing for sleep properly, that you're allowing yourself to rest for the appropriate amount of time. Make sure that your sleep hygiene routine is intact. So number 1, seasons, know how you react. Number 2, sleep hygiene. Do not sacrifice sleep to make a holiday dinner. Okay. Do not sacrifice sleep to wrap gifts. Do not sacrifice sleep to do all these things. That brings me to point number 3, which is prioritize. You do have more work this time of year. You do have more things going on. That is not a surprise to you, but you don't have to trudge through it with this, you know, like it's some weight on your shoulders. Prioritize. What I like to do is a brain dump. I get a pen and some paper, and I just think of everything that I have to do, want to do, need to do, all of that stuff. And I don't worry about what category it's in. I just write it down on the paper. And then I go through, and then with highlighters, because I'm very organized, I'll have a different color for each thing. Let's say pink is want to do, and yellow is have to do, and purple is would like to do, so I'll highlight each one. And then I look at need to do. I prioritize those. I actually plot them in my calendar so that I can get them done. Things like coming on here and recording a YouTube video for you, since you come here every week and drink in the information, which I'm so happy that you do and that we can serve in this way. You have to prioritize the things that you need to get done, have to get done. But if you don't plot them in your calendar, then they can go by the wayside and then pile up, and then that causes more stress, and that causes less sleep quality, and then that causes more stress. Are you seeing this horrible spiral that this causes? Okay, so prioritize your to-do list. Make sure that you don't just fill it with all the need to do's. Some of them can be put off. And that's where my system, where I give it a priority 1, which is must do, cannot put off. Priority 2, need to do within a longer time period, or priority 3, could wait till later, comes in. So do that with your need to do's. Then look at your like to do's. Look at your things that you would like to have done. And then prioritize those in the same way, and sprinkle a little bit of each throughout your schedule. That way you don't feel, when you aren't doing the things that you'd like to do, you can kind of feel like, oh, I'm getting all this stuff done, but it's none of the stuff that I really want to do. And then also sprinkle in those seasonal things like wrapping gifts or decorating or cooking or whatever. Okay, number 4, and a lot of people, especially this time of year, when they're not feeling as energetic, will roll their eyes at this next one. But trust me, it works. Move your body. Any form of exercise, walking, running, yoga, home workouts, go to the gym, get on a machine, get on a stair climber or an elliptical or a treadmill, or I've got a ski machine that I love. It goes back. It's kind of like a treadmill, but it goes the other way. Exercise, especially on the days when you're like, I'm so tired, I just can't. Force yourself to do it. A couple months ago, we dropped a video about motivation and how motivation is not your friend, because sometimes we're just not motivated and then we don't end up doing what we should do. Forget about motivation and just force yourself to do it. I promise, if you take 20 minutes a day, and some people might say, a day? Okay, fine. 20 minutes, 3 to 5 times a week. 5 minutes into that exercise, and I'm talking get your heart pumping, get your heart rate up, maybe a little bit of heavy breathing. 5 minutes into that 20 minutes of exercise, you will be so glad. I know that it doesn't really make sense, but when you move and you exert energy, it actually helps to create more energy. It's kind of like those flashlights. Have you seen those flashlights that have rechargeable batteries in them, and you shake them to get the batteries to recharge? Have you seen that? My daughters have had those when they were really little and they were scared of the dark, and they might, start their flashlight in the middle of the night. I was tired of replacing batteries, so I found one of those, and you shake it really hard, and that energy from shaking it kind of reminds me of hydroelectric power. The water goes through, and then the energy from the water is stored, but instead it's shaking power. But shake it, and then it has more power. That movement creates the ability for the battery to recharge. Your battery is the same way. So the more lethargic you are, the more lethargic your behavior, the lazier your behavior, the more stagnant your behavior, the longer you are going to feel like you don't have the energy to exercise. So even if you were just feeling like, oh, I don't have any energy, give it a little bit, even if it's a light walk. Okay. Exercise. It really, really will help. And if you say, I already have so much to do, there's no way I can build exercise in. Prioritize it, put it on your must-do list, your need-to-do list, not like to do. Put it on your must-do list, because that is part of number 5, which is self-care. You need to build into your schedule things that feed your soul. If you love to read and you aren't taking time to read, book it. Schedule it, even if it's just 15 minutes. If you love to meditate, if you love to do yoga, if you love to sit on the couch and pet your dogs, that's one of my self-care items. I'm just snuggling. Schedule it for yourself so that other things won't come and take that time. Just today, I was supposed to teach a small private yoga class just with some of my friends. I do teach yoga, but these are just some folks who were going to come over and try a new flow that I've written. And I didn't block it off on my calendar. And when I woke up this morning, I saw that one of my clients had come in. All my clients can just book their own appointments on my calendar. My calendar says these are the windows that are open. One of my clients had come in and taken that spot because I didn't schedule it. Shame on me. No shame, just a lesson for next time. So you've got to schedule these things, or something else, someone else, something's going to pop up, and take that time. Those are 5 fail-safe ways to beat holiday fatigue. Just imagine making it through the rest of the holidays feeling your best with a smile on your face. You can do it if you put these 5 things to work. If this video was of help to you, give me a thumbs up. And if you didn't already, subscribe and hit the bell so you know the next time we drop a video like this to help you live a happier, more productive, successful life. Bye.
GILD Coaching. More success, less stress.